Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and it has been an exciting day. I'm still excited.
Yeah.
Let's just say there's a reason they're shooting me from the waist up right now. I don't know. I'm not saying I have a full Trump on. But I am definitely sporting a Donald Jr. Now, last night, I think we're good. We're good. Okay, last night, I told y'all about how Don Jr. met with a Russian lawyer who claimed to have dirt on Hillary Clinton. Seemed pretty bad, but it turned out much worse. Because then the New York Times reported that Trump Jr. was told in an email that this was a Russian effort to aid Trump's campaign. Wow. Who could have predicted an email scandal would taint a presidential campaign? That's damning. You can't have that. You can't have that. You can't have that. But
Wave my hair.
we did not know what these emails were. We did not know if these emails were even real. How would we ever see them? For that, Donald Trump Jr. would have to tweet them out this morning at 11 a.m. What are you doing? Who told him to do this? Does he even have a lawyer? Because you rarely see a cop show where the lawyer bursts into the interrogation room and shouts, "Keep talking. In fact, tweet out everything you know. Come on." Yesterday, Reince Priebus said this whole story is a nothing burger. Well, these emails have turned it into an all-you-can-prosecute buffet. Because Don Jr.'s emails were with British music publicist and guy who Tony Soprano whacked in season 3, Rob Goldstone. Okay, this Brit met the Trumps at the 2013 Miss Universe pageant in Moscow. And I believe his job was to remove all the locks from the dressing room doors. So, let's dive into these emails. Remember, it is going to take careful parsing to prove that the Trump campaign was privately colluding with Russia to get damaging confidential information about Hillary Clinton. This is the first email. Subject, Russia, Clinton, private and confidential. Let's stop right there. I think we can pause. We should take a pause, maybe even hydrate. Okay, we're 5 words in. And 4 of them are Russia, Clinton, private, confidential. The only word that's innocent is "and." Goldstone goes on to write about their mutual acquaintance, Russian pop singer Emin Agalarov. "Good morning. Emin just called and asked me to contact you with something very interesting. The Crown Prosecutor of Russia met with his father Aras this morning, and in their meeting offered to provide the Trump campaign with some official documents and information that would incriminate Hillary and her dealings with Russia and would be very useful to your father." I'm sorry, I just got a little cough because of this smoking gun I just found. Goldstone could not have been clearer that this was going to be shady stuff. This is obviously very high-level and sensitive information. Yes, obviously. That's why he encrypted his communique with an algorithm that cybersecurity experts call email. Okay?
All in there.
And just a reminder, these emails were leaked by Donald Trump Jr. himself. He's his own deep throat, okay? He's deep-throating himself. It's impressive. It's impressive. You don't see that every day.
Whoa.
Just to make sure that there's no doubt about the radioactive criminality of the proposed meeting, Goldstone spells out that it's part of Russia and its government support for Mr. Trump. This could not be any more damning if Goldstone had sent him an evite. "You are invited to commit treason. Would you like to betray your country? Yes, no." Yes. Yes. It's funny.
Check. Yes or no. Special meal option.
It's funny because it's treason. It's funny because it's treason. So, naturally, when Don Jr. learned that a hostile foreign power was trying to undermine our democracy, he immediately reported it to the FBI. I'm just kidding. Sorry, couldn't keep a straight face. 17 minutes later, Don Jr. responded, "Thanks, Rob, I appreciate that. If it's what you say, I love it, especially later in the summer." Just to make it clear, he also attached this picture. "I love crime in the summertime." That's a weird way to say it. I love it, especially later in the summer. You're not talking about a sparkling rosé with some toasted figs and a soft brie, you flaming douchebag. Again. Later in the summer, that'd be great. Maybe up at the Cape, we could go up and collude. I can't say this enough, okay? Keep in mind, Don Jr. released these emails himself. How did this happen? He has a lawyer. Did he lock himself in the bathroom while his lawyer banged on the door yelling, "You better not be in there tweeting your emails, young man"? "No, I'm not. I promise. I'm masturbating." So, painted a picture. So, at this point, I would like to issue a formal apology. Jim? I'd like to apologize to Eric Trump. We always thought you were the dumb one. We were wrong. You know who else couldn't believe that Don Jr. published these emails this morning? The journalists who've been trying to dig them up for months. One reporter tweeted, "I worked on this story for a year," and he tweeted it out. I spent hours and days and weeks and months, and his son just hit tweet. I tracked down sources. I followed so many dead leads. I labored over this, and then he just, tweeted out the proof. Like so many people out there were trying to track this down, and it just got delivered on a tweet. What the hell? Well, I applaud him. Yeah. That's right, fake news. You got scooped by Donnie Jr. Ha ha. Now, at the top of his email scoop/confession, Don Jr. issued a statement to everyone. Ooh, that includes me. I'm one of every. Let's go. In order to be totally transparent, I am releasing the entire email chain of my emails. Truly his father's son. The first email on June 3rd, 2016 was from Rob, who was relating a request from Emin. The information they suggested they had about Hillary Clinton, I thought, was political opposition research. See, it's just political opposition research. Perfectly innocent, except for the fact that he is totally guilty. Because there's this law that says a foreign national shall not directly or indirectly make a contribution or a donation of money or other thing of value. You know what Oppo research is? A thing of value. That's why you took the meeting, you numbnut. I'm sorry. That was disrespectful. I should use his proper name. Inmate 41715. Junior. But he continued his defiant confession. To put this in context, this occurred before the current Russian fever was in vogue. Oh yeah, I was into colluding with Russia years ago. I have bootleg collusion. In '99, I saw Sergei Kislyak in a basement in Madison doing acoustic set with Neutral Milk Hotel. I was worth the trip. Now, Don Jr. Not sure if it was worth the trip. Never mind. Now, yeah. Absolutely. No, stop it. Now, we gotta keep going. Now, we gotta. Now, Don Jr. has now hired an attorney that he is clearly not listening to, named Alan Futterfass, which I believe is the active ingredient in Ricola. Now, mit Futterfass. Besides being a mob lawyer, Futterfass is also a Juilliard-trained trombonist. That's gonna come in real handy at the end of the trial when they need someone to play wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. You got it? Everybody got it over there?